into action.
Let's get moving into action. Let's get moving into action. If your life's too slow, no satisfaction. Find something out there, there's an attraction. If you hesitate now, that's a subtraction. So let's get moving, go into action.
We take the 43 bus.
Welcome to the Pinup America Show. I'm your host, Bear, and tonight I have Kayla with me. How you doing, Kayla?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you very much. Kayla, we met you at our festival, right? The
Yes.
Pinup America Festival. You were wandering around there, and Papa kind of spotted you, and I guess the rest is history.
Yes.
So thank you for coming out. You also you're a cosmetologist, I heard,
Yes.
because I hear you're going to be doing a segment on next week's show. We've got our military housewife.
Yep.
And you're going to come do the makeup for that, or
The
come
hair.
do the hair for that.
Yeah, you have
So-
a different makeup artist, but I will
Right.
be the hairstylist. for
Great.
that.
So we look forward to next week's show.
Yes.
This week, we're going to be talking about the Muddy Roots contest, which was last Labor Day. And you actually just went up and spent some time with Shannon Millions,
And a million.
who
Yes.
we met at Muddy Roots last year, and she's going to be in the video because she was in the contest. We're not going to say where she finished because that's for y'all to see the whole contest to find out where she did. But since we met her there, she's become a correspondent for us. She's done several things for us. She worked with me at Viva Las Vegas.
I saw the pictures. They're
Yeah,
phenomenal.
they were. That was the last two shows we showed Viva Las Vegas, and she was all over there. She was actually on stage for the fashion show. She was one of the kittens.
Yes.
The stage kittens. So that was pretty neat. She's all done up, and her and another girl. But she. I hung out with her the first night. We hung out at, and this was like 2 shows ago, so hopefully you saw it. If not, go see it. We hung out at Frankie's Tiki Room,
Okay.
which we had a blast. We actually, Shannon and I went there 2 nights in a row because we had so much fun. One night was Pinup Clothing's little party, and the other night was the Bachelor Pad magazine party. So we were there 2 nights in a row, had a blast. We did photos with her on the cars and Bella Michelle.
Yes, those
Our-
pictures were phenomenal.
Our other correspondent, yeah, they got along real well. So Shannon's just an awesome person. She actually did a great interview with an artist up there in her neck of the woods called Deadeye, because I think you can only see out of one eye.
Right.
But he does pinup artwork, kind of gives it a new feeling, but uses models for it. But gives them, like a gore or, another feel to it. He's in one of our shows. Go back and look at it. It was a great show. He's a really good artist. So I understand you just went up and spent some time with her and did a photo shoot with her.
Yes, I went on vacation and drove all the way to Nashville.
Wow.
Did my first photo shoot ever.
That
With
was your first
my
one
first
ever?
ever. Yep.
And that was with, who was the photographer?
His name is Rocky Browning. He owns Stay Gold Photography.
Stay Gold Photography. Awesome.
Yes.
So we're going to have to, when are we going to see those pictures?
Soon.
Soon.
I showed Papa a couple of the teaser photos that Rocky sent me. Hopefully I'll be getting the rest of them soon because I can't wait. I did 6 different looks,
Yeah.
which was, I kind of got spoiled. I will admit that.
Yeah, most photographers
Yeah.
don't give you 6 opportunities. That's a pretty good photo shoot to do 6.
Well, I met them at the fest.
Right.
They introduced themselves to me.
Okay, Rock. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
Tattooed sleeves.
Right, he was down with Shannon for the festival. Yes, yes. Okay,
Yeah, they're
now I
very
know.
nice.
Okay.
We all kind of fell in love. Now we're good friends.
Sweet.
So she was a really good coach. She helped coach me through the
Oh, she's a pro.
She's real good.
She's an absolute pro.
I love her to death.
We love her to death. So anyway, the last couple of weeks, I know you've seen the shows. Like we said, we talked about Viva Las Vegas.
Right.
We covered everything from the fashion show, which Shannon was in, the burlesque showcase, Frankie's Tiki Room, which a lot of those pictures were her. I was taking the pictures. Also, we had the car show. the bowling. They were some great shows. Now, I do have a couple of corrections. I was contacted by my buddy Don Joy up at DAX. Dave Joy is the president, not the owner of DAX. And I left out Michelle's title. Michelle is the sales manager. But she wears many different hats. I mean, she's in charge of research and development. She's in charge of marketing. And I mean, she just came back from Germany. She went over to Germany to a hair product, convention or whatever.
Okay.
And while she was over there, we had met a gentleman in Viva Las Vegas that does a rockabilly festival over there, which was the same weekend she was there. So she went by to check out the Rockabilly Fest. And DAX, of course, their first time at Vegas was their first time promoting to the end user. I mean, and they've literally been around for over 50 years. I mean, it's a well-established company. They have a lot of great products. I'm hooked on their products now. I mean, I don't go anywhere without it. Keeps me from getting helmet head and everything.
There you go.
But they were great enough to sponsor us to go to Viva Las Vegas to cover it. We look forward to doing other stuff with them in the future. Hopefully, Viva Las Vegas again.
Okay.
But we're going to be showing the Muddy Roots Festival, the 2011 pinup contest, and that was hosted by King Daddy-O.
Yes.
And did you get a chance to meet him up there?
I didn't get to go this past year.
Well, no, but I mean when you were up in Nashville, because he's out in Nashville.
Oh no, I didn't get a chance. I was only there 3 or 4 days,
Okay.
so we jam-packed everything in those couple days.
King Daddy is awesome. He was the MC, which you're going to see for the contest. He's also the photographer that did the cover, which I'm not going to show you the cover, because if I show you the cover, then you'll know who won, and we're going to keep that to ourselves.
Secret.
Yeah, he also did the centerfold. So after we show you the show, then we'll show you the cover and the centerfold that King Daddy-O shot. And his company is named Hellbound Inc., which he's the president and chief villain, he calls himself. He calls it a custom cultural entertainment company. He is out of Nashville, Tennessee also. He does the Nashville Voodoo Radio Show. Plus, the name of his photography company is U Voodoo Imaging. That's UVUDU Imaging. So it's a tongue tie right there.
Yeah, I was trying to follow along. I couldn't.
And a little bit more about the magazine. Don't forget, you can get the magazine in major stores: Barnes & Nobles, Book World, Walden, Books A Million, Hastings, Charter Books. If you can't find one near you, ask the store. A lot of times, if they don't carry it and you request it, they'll get it for you.
Or demand it.
Exactly, demand it. Get all your girls to go in there and say, hey, we want Pin Up America. Either that, or you can go online. You can get the present issue, and all the past issues also are still available right now. As far as I know, we don't have one. We made sure that we had extra inventory for new people as they found us out. They could get the past issues. Also, we're also on iPad and iPhones, where you can download the app for it. So you don't have to buy the printed one. You can actually get it on your phone, which is pretty neat. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Anything going on in your world? Let's talk about you a little bit. Hold on, because people, I guess we haven't even mentioned it.
We didn't do the introduction.
You're into cars.
Yes.
You work at an auto parts house,
Yes.
so you actually know about parts and know about cars.
I mean, I don't know everything, but I know a lot more than most people. Cars are one of my weaknesses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, have you ever been to any of the big car shows?
Big car shows.
Like over in Daytona, we have twice a year. We got the Turkey Rod Run. They're at the Speedway.
I haven't got a chance to go to one of those yet. I work way too much, so.
We're gonna have to get you some time
I'm
off.
just saying, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of great car shows. We have Pin Up America's been out several times with Judy Pop and Contessa out to the Plant City car show, which they do a bike show the first Saturday, and the car show is the third Saturday of every month. They close the streets in downtown Plant City, have the cars, vendors. It's really neat. They also do it for the bikes, which I normally go out there for the bikes.
Right.
I used to be into the cars kind of got out of it. Now I'm into the bikes, but I still love the cars. I've been looking for something. I'm looking actually for an old truck to do, because I do bike nights and
Right.
stuff like that. So I'm looking for an old flatbed so I can mount my PA system on the back and kind of use it as a stage and a truck, and then
Put
that
on
way.
a whole show.
Oh yeah, that way I can put my bike on the back if I need to, and go. So yeah, we were talking about that the other night about driving out to Vegas next year.
Yeah.
That's a long drive though.
Well, more than one person driving.
Well, that's true, but it's kind of hard on a motorcycle route. See, this year I want to take my bike to Muddy Roots, because last year when we were going there, we were driving through the mountains. All I could think about is, God, I wish I was on my motorcycle.
Yeah.
This would be sweet. So I don't know. We were talking about it the other day, and we're trying to decide. Last year we took a pop up. This year we're talking about taking a golf cart.
I heard a rumor.
There's a lot of walking.
I heard a rumor.
There's a lot of walking. So I think I'd rather sleep on the ground and have transportation.
And cart around in the
around.
golf cart with all this
Yeah.
equipment. Yeah.
Exactly. Because they worked me to death last year. So hopefully we're going to have more people up there this year. Maybe a couple different crews filming, because there's 2 stages going on at the same time. I literally took 6 hours of footage last year. 6 hours, and that wasn't even the whole thing, because we had a big rain day, and I wasn't about to take the camera out into the
No.
rain. So I missed that day, but the music still went on. Everybody still had a blast.
They had like 50 some odd bands.
58 bands
58.
on 2 stages. They got more bands this year. Jason puts on an awesome show. That was the 2nd year. This year is going to be the 3rd year. And they just started this year doing a European Muddy Roots, which was just last month.
Alrighty.
I'm waiting to hear from Jason. I wanted to go to that real bad. It was over in Belgium. Yeah.
That would have been a good vacation.
That would have been sweet. So we're looking forward to hearing from Jason on that. But we're going to start showing some of the footage that we took last year, building up to the hype this year, because the winner of the pinup contest is going to be on a cover next year.
Okay.
So that's our sponsorship towards that event, that they get a centerfold and a cover. So we definitely like to get up there every
Hear
year.
that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in being on the cover, just like Danny Diesel was here, and we can't show that one, but we got, look who you'd be on the cover with. Masumi Max was on our cover. We've got several great
Zombie
covers.
Pinup is
Zombie
probably
Pinup.
a popular one.
So if you want to be on the cover of Pinup America, come to Muddy Roots, be in the pinup contest, and you could win the cover. I mean, it's just an awesome feat. So let's watch the show.
Okay.
And we'll be back after everybody sees the show and sees who wins. Then we'll be back and talk about the winner.
I'm
So,
excited about it.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Danielle Colby, and I am with Burlesque Le Mustache. You are watching Pinup America.
Let's get moving into action. Let's get moving into action. If your life's too slow, no satisfaction. Find something out there, there's an attraction. If you hesitate now, that's a subtraction. So let's get moving, go into action.
We take the 43 bus, we got no plan. No. The girl in the miniskirt, her name's Suzanne, right? The one in the high hole boat is Sharon, And Karen is the one with the blonde wig on. And with the bullet man, we're going number 1. And I don't need any money, not to have any fun.
Let's get moving into action. Let's get moving into action. If your life's too slow, no satisfaction. Find something out there, there's an attraction. If you hesitate now, that's a
have?
I'm Doris Mayday.
Doris Mayday.
I'm Erin Cummings. Masumi Muggs. Callisto Killer.
And of course, King Dado Deluxe.
You're watching the Pin Up America Show!
I am your host, King Dado Deluxe of U Voodoo Imaging, Nashville Voodoo Radio, and Hellbound Incorporated. Glad to bring you this wonderful pinup contest this year, sponsored by, or produced by Rockin' Kitty Productions, sponsored by the Pinup America, Besame Cosmetics, Nicole Catherine Designs, Billy Joe Retro, Cherry and Olive Designs, and of course, once again, the Bittiest Kitties, Rockin' Kitty Productions. Rockin' Kitty Productions, these are the same guys that coordinate the Viva Las Vegas Retro Fashion Show. Can I hear that for Viva? All right. This is our, like I said, this is our second annual Country Pinup Girl Show. Do we like the country girls? Some of them girls are means. We're going to talk about that later, those girls. I know you're out there. I'm looking for you. All right. Are you ready for the girls? All right, here we go. What we're going to have you do is all the girls are going to come up. You know what to do. Are you ready? Let's talk about our judges. Have you seen these ladies over here? Our celebrity judges. You guys want to stand up when we do it? Can we stand up and wave? Can we stand up and wave? All the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, Miss Sabina Kelly. Sorry about that. If you are parked by the movie screen, you got to move that car. It's beautiful. You got to move it. We got to take it out. Got to move that screen. Getting back to our beautiful celebrity judges. Can we just have Sabina wave again? Everybody. Thank you. Also from Las Vegas, the beautiful Lorraine from Rebel Music TV. And staff writer for The Rambler, Miss Heather Lesso. All right, so here we go, guys. Contestant number 1. Really? Clap.
Hi, my name is Lincoln. My pinup inspiration is Betty Page because she was such an icon and a pioneer.
Contestant number 2.
My name is Candy Hart, and my pinup inspiration is myself because I'm fucking awesome.
Contestant 3.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Louisville Slim, and my pinup inspiration are the artists who made the pinups, both the famous, like Gil Everett, my favorite, and anonymous soldiers who painted Bettys on sides of planes to encourage men to climb inside.
So I know some of you guys, mine was in the gutter right there, climbing inside. That's climb inside the plane. Contestant 4.
My name is Wendy Whiplash, and my inspiration is Annie Oakley, because she was a tough broad who could outshoot any man, and she could ride backwards on a horse in a fringe leather skirt.
Contestant 5. Let's hear it. Come on, come on. Don't get lazy, you drunks.
Hey guys, I'm Bonnie Wonder, and my pinup inspiration is, of course, Marilyn Monroe, because she is a big, sexy woman that wasn't afraid to be herself.
and Miss Six.
Hi, my name is Mandy Mister. My pinup inspiration, I have a couple of Atelier Betty Page and Dita Von Teese. Betty Page because she kind of broke the mold, and I just love that Dita Von Teese kind of brought it back.
All right, contestant number 7.
Hi, my name is Ashley Trouble, and my pinup inspiration is Cherry Dollface. Because who doesn't love a hot redhead that has tons of tattoos?
Contestant number 8.
Is Bridget Bardot, the sex bomb of the 60s, because 50s girls were total squares.
Contestant number 9.
Hello, I'm Cherry Daniels, and my pinup inspiration is actually my grandma, Ann Forrest. She was a pinup model also, and she's just a classy, talented woman, made me who I am today.
And contestant number 10.
Hi, I'm Shannon Millian, and my pinup inspiration, you know, it's really hard to pick just one. They are all so beautiful. Anyone from Marilyn to Betty, even modern day Katy Perry, dare I say. Who doesn't love them all?
All right, guys, take a really good look. Take a good look. What's going to happen now is the ladies are going to go back and do a change for us. I want you all to stay put, and we'll bring them right back after we get them dolled up.
Contestant number 1. Thank you. They're going to go ahead and do a quick change for us, so make sure you applause for one of your favorite ones. And there's one more section to this. It's going to be the main competition. They're going to come out in their country outfit, so we're going to see for originality here. So we need your help to let us know who that person is, all right? All right, contestant number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Contestant number 6. 7. Contestant number 8. Number 9. And our number 10. Looks like we're getting a little bit of rain, so it's going to be interesting. Nice little adventure here with our pinup pageants. Thank you. We're going to take it back with our host.
All right, so stay put, cue some music, drink some cold beer. Even though it's raining, doesn't mean you're not thirsty. We'll be right back.
Go. This is the Count from Count's Customs right here in Las Vegas, and you're watching the Pinup America Show.
Let's do it again, say hell! Again, hell! Girls, may I get you out here in the rain with me, please? Let's hear those claps! let's take that music down. Let's take it real down. Let's all bring it down together. Right on, man. I see you looking at me. What's going on there, Johnny Sideburns? You're a beautiful looking man. I was in the Navy, so you better watch out. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. What's your name again?
Lincoln.
Lincoln what?
Electra.
Lincoln Electra. Let's hear it. So Lincoln, where are you from?
I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
That's a whole other country. It's a little bit like America, but cleaner. Don't you think? All right. Here I have the dreaded questions. Or for our California groups, una preguntas terrible. Just saying. Are you ready, Lincoln?
I'm ready.
Who's your pinup inspiration again?
Betty Page.
Betty Page! Where's Betty Page from, guys? Oh, really? You guys didn't know? Come on, man. Nashville, Tennessee, graduated Hume Fogg. Downtown, right on Broadway now. Hill. What? Can we hear a hill? I didn't hear your hill right there. Hill. It's my mom giving me a hard time over there. All right. Are you ready? Are we ready? All right. This is a pretty tough question. I'm going to say it. If you need me to repeat it, I will repeat it. Here we go. The question. Can we take the music down just a little? There we go. What is your definition of beauty, and what makes a woman beautiful?
I think confidence makes a woman beautiful. My definition of beauty, I think everybody defines it themselves. I can't define it for you. That's it. You define your own beauty.
Call me sucker when you define your own beauty, sucker. I thought Canadian people were nice. Let's hear it for Lincoln. All right, can you step out here just a little bit for me? Because that thing's killing me over there. Did you see my feedback? What's your name?
Candy.
Candy what?
Von Hart.
Candy Von Hart?
Yeah, we do what we can.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Now, where are you from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky? There's like 3 people from Louisville like, yeah. And they're drunk. The ones that are clapping like, man, big old Maker's Mark done fucking fired me up, man. I'm all crazy. Whiskey.
I got a Louisville Slugger in my trunk.
Just in case?
Just in case.
All right. Louisville, Kentucky. Same question. What is your definition of beauty? And what makes a woman beautiful?
Gosh, that's really hard. My definition of beauty, I think my mom is the definition of beauty. I'm serious. She was an Army wife for a really long time, and she did a lot for family support. And to me, like, her giving up all of her time to help other people when we were overseas without their spouses means a lot. So yeah, I think that's beautiful.
Let's hear it for Candy Von Hart from Louisville, Kentucky. Step on out. What's your name?
I'm Louisville Slim.
Louisville Slim? Where are you from?
I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count.
All right. Now, guys, this could be a trick question. But I'm pretty sure you're from Las Vegas.
You're wrong.
Is it Louisville?
It is.
All right, Louisville. Again, Louisville? See, all the Kentucky people are like, dude, I'm tired of clapping. I've been drinking Shine all day. It's crazy. All right. Same bad question, same bad time. What is your definition of beauty, and what makes a woman beautiful?
I think beauty comes from within, and man or woman, I think you are the most beautiful when you're thinking the least about yourself.
Let's hear it for Louisville Slim! Hold on. She's really tall. How's it going?
I'm doing fantastic.
And what's your name again?
Wendy Whiplash.
Wendy Whiplash! And where are you from, young lady?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin? Yeah? So let me ask you, what's your favorite cheese? That's not, no, you don't have to answer. It's not a real question. But we like cheese. Everybody's eating cheese, right? So how tall are you?
6 foot.
6 foot. Yeah, I'm not 6 foot. That's great. Okay, well, we'll work on that. Anybody else from Wisconsin? Minnesota? Thanks for representing Upper Midwest, Great Lakes states, Chicago. Nobody. Okay, we're working on it. We're gonna get you some fan base here. Same question. What is your definition of beauty, and what makes a woman beautiful?
I have to agree with Lincoln that confidence is key, and I think whatever you're doing, you gotta go for it. Whether it's beauty or music or anything you're gonna do, if you don't commit totally, it's not gonna be beautiful.
So if you don't commit, you ain't legit, right? No, come on, man. I guess it's all right. Anyway, let's hear it for Wendy Whiplash. Finally, normal size now. How you doing?
How are you?
Now, what's your name?
Bonnie Wonder.
Bonnie Wonder? Like, I wonder, Bonnie, right? That kind of Bonnie? Okay. So, Bonnie, where are you from?
Whitleyville.
Whitleyville, Tennessee? Is that right next to Squirrel Flats?
Is it, honey?
Honey, is it close to Squirrel Flats? No, it's across the ditch. It's across the ridge from Possum Holler, right? I'm allowed to make fun of because I'm from Dunlap, Tennessee. Anybody else from Dunlap, Tennessee out here? No, they're all in jail. Anyway. All right, same question, Bonnie Wonder. What is your definition of beauty, and what makes women beautiful?
I think intelligence creates a lot of beauty, and as long as you're yourself and unique, you're going to be beautiful, no matter what.
No matter what. Let's hear it for Bonnie Wonder. Gonna go right over here. Coming down for a little bit for me. Now, what is your name?
Mandy Mischief.
Mandy Mischief. Oh my. And where are you from, Miss Mischief?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee! That's how you have to say it. I'm sorry, it's gonna roll it out there. All right, are you ready? It's the same question. Okay, what is your definition of beauty, and what makes a woman beautiful?
Well, I definitely have to go with confidence, but also just being who you are, no matter what others tell you, not always conforming to what everybody thinks that you should be. It's confidence and
Confidence. Do we like a confident woman? There's one guy out here, he said, yeah, I do. Let's hear it for Mandy Mischief. Coming out, young lady. And what is your name?
My name is Ashley Trouble.
And where are you from, Ashley?
I am from Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee! They're getting tired. You're like, oh man, damn it, I don't know. All right. So young lady, it's gonna be the same question. Okay, I'll do it with a funnier accent if you like, but this is gonna be the same question. What is your definition of beauty, and what makes a woman beautiful?
I think being beautiful is being real and confident in who you are. Don't be fake. Don't fake anything. Be real. That makes a woman beautiful.
If you heard orgasms too over here, only real ones. The guys go, oh man, come on. Are you the one that hit me in the mouth? No, I will. She says, I will. Let's hear it for Ashley Trouble. And what is your name?
I'm Erin Bell.
Where are you from, Miss Bell?
From Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee! This is a fur piece down the road. All right, it's the same question. Are you ready? What is your definition of beauty, and what makes a woman beautiful?
I would have to say long legs and a tight ass. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you guys think? I mean,
just kidding. I think kindness and not being full of yourself makes you really beautiful, because you can be the hottest girl in the room, and if you're a total bitch, then you're ugly. So be nice. So
be nice, or I'll scratch your eyes out, whore. Let's hear it for Miss Erin Bell. Come on out there, young lady. Yeehaw, how you doing, honey?
I'm great.
What is your name?
Cherry Daniels,
Well, hey, Miss Daniels. Where are you from?
Asheville, North Carolina.
North Carolina! Our first North Carolinian here. All right. Asheville, that's just on across the other side of that 140. You'll get there in about 10 minutes, right? So, same question. What is your definition of beauty, and what makes a woman beautiful?
Now that I've been questioned over, everybody else has answered the same question. I can't really think of how else to mix it up. But I would just say confidence and class, and be sweet and be yourself.
Confidence, class, sweet, be yourself. What do we think? I don't know. The guy in the overall is like, no, I'm just looking for that tight ass. I'm just saying, you look at that fella. Let's hear it for the beautiful Cherry Daniels. Come on out here. How you doing?
Fabulous. How are you?
Now, what's your name?
Shannon Million,
Shannon Million. Where are you from, Miss Million?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. We got like a consortium over here of our local gals. All right. So you didn't drive far. We're glad you're here. Here's your question. Same question. Okay? I'm going to read it. What was the question again? I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you. It is, what is your definition of beauty, and what makes a woman beautiful?
Well, I think that a woman is sexy if she's fearless. But I think a woman is beautiful if she can love openly over and over again. Love.
Let's hear it for Shannon Million. Somebody bring me some whiskey up in here. All right. Keep looking at them girls, guys. Just keep clapping. Keep clapping. I got to figure out something back here. Are you ready? What was the name again? Step out a little bit for me. That speaker's killing me. One more time, your name, so make sure they can hear it.
Lincoln Electra.
Lincoln Electra. Are you ready? All right, so this is kind of a tough question. If someone could live your life for a week, what would they find the most interesting thing about your life?
The most interesting thing about my life. I think they would find it interesting being a computer drafter at a steel fab shop during the day and a burlesque dancer on the weekend. It's tough to juggle, so I think they would find that interesting.
What do we think, Lunacy? So half the guys out there said, hey, I got an idea for a chop, and then we can dance it out. Why don't you take a walk back around and come back over here, and let's hear it for Lincoln Electra. Come on out, Miss Candy. Are you ready? It's a tough question. I'm going to repeat it for you. Okay? If someone could live your life for a week, what would they find the most interesting thing about your life?
I'm a really busy girl. During the week I do hair. I'm a single mom. I started a non-profit organization, the Derby City Debutantes, and yeah. Oh, okay. We are holding events to raise money to send the troops overseas. Money, packages, and whatever else they need. And then I Lindy hop on the weekends. So I'm pretty busy.
All right, Candy, do a loop for us. Let's hear it for Candy Van Hart. She's giving me the eyeball. She's answering. Really? How are you doing? What's your name again? Tell everybody.
Louisville Slim.
Louisville Slim. Louisville, if I were to live a week in your life, or somebody, maybe me, but let's say somebody else, because they're cooler than I am, what would be the one thing in your life that they would find interesting?
Like the other ladies have said before me, I think we're all ladies who have lots of dashes and hyphens in our titles. I'm a retail warrior by day, drum tech, blogger, professional writer. So yeah, I hope whoever it is, they have a lot of energy to keep up.
Can we have some energy? Can we have some energy? Take a walk for me, miss. Let's hear it for Louisville Slim. Come on up here. Come on up here, Wendy. So same question. If someone could live a week in your life, what would they find the most interesting thing?
Well, between trapeze flying, fire eating, whip cracking, lasso spinning, and bartending, I don't know. They would be hard pressed.
It'd be a tough week.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
It's a lot of fun. Let's hear it for Wendy. Wendy Whiplash. Now tell everybody your name one more time, miss.
Bonnie Wonder.
Bonnie Wonder. No? Okay. So Bonnie, if we were to live a week in your life, what would be the most interesting thing?
Probably my job. You would have to learn how to put in IV catheters in animals. So.
Do we have to? I mean, what kind of animals?
You lose your job. Dogs and cats mainly.
Mainly. What's
Vet tech.
registered vet tech? And adorable, right? Oh, little kittens, right? Let's a horse catheter, sir. So, anyway. Let's hear it from Miss Bonnie. Yeah, you're doing it right, man. She's like, I'll push you off this damn thing. All right. Someone said, yeah? Who's over there saying, yeah, push him off? I ain't tipping you again. I'm telling you that right now. So anyway, tell everybody your name again.
Mandy Mischief.
Mandy Mischief. Mandy, if we could live a week in your life, what would be the most interesting thing?
Well, I'm a retail manager by day of 17 employees, so that would definitely be interesting in itself, having to manage that many girls. I have 2 dogs that are like me and my husband's babies, and we have 3 other people living in the house, so it would be a pretty crazy week for them.
So let me make sure I heard this straight. You're managing 17 women. Herding cats. Wow. Never any trouble. No one is ever mad at anyone, right?
Never.
Never. Take a walk for me. Let's hear it for Mandy Mischief. And what was your name again, ma'am?
Ashley Trouble.
Ashley Trouble. If we were to live a week in your life, a week, what would be the most interesting thing?
By far, my boyfriend would be the most interesting thing. I have a very sexy boyfriend. Anybody would be lucky to have my life for a week. Also, I live in Nashville, so every night's a party in Nashville. And I get to go home to my sexy boyfriend.
So after partying every night in Nashville, can we get at your boyfriend? Where's your boyfriend? Can you point him out to him? Boy, that is a sexy looking guy, right? Let's hear it for Ashley Trouble. She's barefoot. Did y'all notice that? Barefoot? Come on out, ma'am. And tell everybody your name one more time.
What I really like to do when I go home at night is eat pizza and watch Seinfeld DVDs. So I'm kind of boring.
Let me ask you, this is really important, and this is my own question, not a judged question. Do you have a Snuggie?
No, but I really want a leopard print one. It's on my wish list, so yeah.
Did you write that down, boys? There's a guy right there writing frantically. Leopard print Snuggie. Let's hear it for Erin Bell. Come on out, young lady, and tell everybody your name one more time.
Cherry Daniel.
Cherry Daniels, and you're that one from North Carolina, right? Okay. So if we, all of us, were to live a week in your life, what would be the most interesting thing?
I wrestle animals on a daily basis.
We're not talking about your boyfriend now. Tell us what that means.
I'm actually a vet tech also. And so pretty much we roll around on the ground with them and have to,
Two guys just passed out in the back. They're like, say that again, but slow. I rolled around on the ground with animals. I'm an animal. Let's hear it for Cherry Daniels. All right, last but definitely not least, tell everybody your name again.
Shannon Million.
Shannon Million. She says it just like that. Shannon Million. She means it. Shannon, if we were all to live a week in your life, what would be the most interesting thing?
Well, it definitely wouldn't be my job. It's pretty boring. It wouldn't be running errands. Those are pretty boring. It would probably be exercise time.
Exercise time. Let's all do finger quotes together. Put them up. Say it with me. Exercise time. And of course you mean the treadmill.
Well, I'm not exactly talking about the bunny hop in the bedroom, but the pole dancing classes are fun.
The pole dancing. We have a yes. Let's hear it from Miss Shannon Million. Let's hear it for all our contestants. Big claps.
With some good old boy for everything he owns. Well, I got me a pink slip and a bottle of beer. Ha ha. Well, it only means one thing: Friday night is here. All right, now let's hit this on down the road, baby. Pedal to the middle. Come on. All right, man, let's take it to the street again. Come on, man. Friday night is here.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Peterson, otherwise known as Elvira Mrs. Seven Dark, and you're watching the Pinup America Show.
So what are in those oranges over there? Vitamin C, you said? How many people this weekend have not drank moonshine? You haven't, haven't you? No, you don't do it. Don't you do it, man. I'm watching you, feller. Stay off the moonshine. You've not had, just drink water? That shit'll make you go blind, man. This guy says, here, have some water. Passes up this bottle, and because, you know, I'm getting smarter as I get old, and so I said, let me smell it. We're gonna take a break because I had a nosebleed from the stuff. Did we find the girl who punched me in the mouth yet? Was it you? It was you. Maybe it was this one right here, I don't know. So, we're getting ready. They're all lining up. What you laughing at over there, man?
This is Roy Varga, and you're watching Pinup America Show.
Cool. Let's hear it! Come on, music. We can't hum it, I promise.
Circus, gonna be a broken-hearted clown. Paint my face with a good-for-nothing smile, 'cause a mean, fickle woman turned my whole world upside down. Farewell to love, I'm off to join the circus. Gotta find a way to hide my tears, then I'll have them rolling in the aisle, and I'll forget that woman if it takes 100 years.
All right, let's hear it for Wendy. All right, now I want to welcome back to the stage all of our beautiful contestants. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the most beautiful girls in the world. Come on! Are you ready? We are going to do our top 5 finalists. But I want to say first, thank you to all of you for coming out. This is not easy stuff, guys. I've been wearing those shoes for a while. You try to walk around, try to look that pretty. In no particular order, our top 5 finalists are Miss Lincoln Electra, Miss Bonnie Wonder, Miss Ashley Trouble, Miss Erin Bell, and Miss Shannon Million. Let's give a big round of applause for all of our girls. 5 finalists, please stay right here. Going up. Let's have applause for all of our contestants. Let's go. Don't be lazy. Clap. Are we doing the knee clap? Yeehaw! Let's hear it, guys! Come on, front, front around, let's hear it, come on now! Ah, but the hard part's not done. There's bad things to figure out here. Let me get out my little list here of evil questions. We want some more evil questions, right? Absolutely. This thing's all wadded up and sweaty. It's the best smelling list in the world. You guys spread out a little bit here. Here we go. Now the questions are about to get a little bit harder. All right? Contestant number 1, Lincoln Electra. How you doing?
Great.
All right, here's your question. Gotta stretch it, gotta pop it out. All right, there we go. Hold on. They're giving me the eyeball back there. They say, oh, some more stretching? Maybe I'll do more stretching. The anticipation is crazy. Here we go. What's your name again?
Lincoln Electra.
Where are you from?
Vancouver.
Yeah, you betcha! All right. If you were an animal, what would it be and why?
I actually had to do this one in acting school, so I have a pre-planned answer. Yes! I would be a chameleon because what you see right now is not my only look. I do a number of different things. I swing dance, do burlesque, I work on cars, I detail steel, I can weld, thanks. So, chameleon. I can also blend in a lot of different crowds. So I can do the rockabilly thing, I can pull off punk, I can do some fetish, I used to listen to hip hop. So, chameleon.
Let's hear it for our chameleon. What's your name?
Bonnie Wonder.
Bonnie Wonder. She says like Bonnie Wonder. Bonnie, if you could be an animal, what would you be and why?
I would be a giraffe because I would have sexy tattoos all over and I would have the best legs in the world.
There you go. It's all back to great legs and great asses, right? I mean, it really was bullied down to that, right? All right. Coming up here, what's your name?
Shannon Million.
Shannon Million. Where were you from again?
Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee. You know, there's a Nashville, Alabama. I think there's a Nashville, Georgia, right? You never heard of Nashville, Georgia? It's down there next to Albany, Georgia. So everything, there's a Nashville, Indiana, really? All right. So who knew? So listen, if you could be an animal, what would you be and why?
I would be a bunny.
All right, let's hear it! Why would you be a bunny?
We have children in the audience, you know.
Children, what I want you to do right now is plug your ears. Please tell us.
The bunny hop in the bedroom, I already told you.
Bunny hop in the bedroom, bunny hop in the bedroom. Miss Shannon Million. Come on, Annie, what's your name, young lady?
Erin Bell.
Erin Bell again. Same name over again. All right, so Miss Bell, if you could be an animal, what would you be and why?
Well, I was gonna say a bunny too, thank you. But not because of the same reason. I don't know if you've ever had a bunny, but they're super sweet and soft, but if you piss them off, they actually growl and will rip your face off, so.
Unface ripper offer bunny. Let's hear it for Erin Bell. I kind of like the horny bunnies better. I mean, I got punched in the face yesterday by a girl. I hurt, man. Was it you, Rachel? Did you do it? Okay, anyway. What's your name, young lady?
Ashley Trouble,
Ashley Trouble. Where are you from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee, still. All right. So let me ask you, if you could be any animal, what would you be and why?
I would be a cow.
A cow?
Cows are in very, very high demand. We need them. They're delicious.
Cows are delicious. So before I say the obvious, if you could eat yourself, I mean, would you? We all would. Everybody knows the guy that broke his neck. I mean, no, that looked like you, not you though. You're not you. Let's hear from Miss Ashley Trouble. The last question. The last question. It's so tempting. You can, like that. Okay. It's like a lightsaber. Oh, you took me off. Okay, sorry. I was gonna go Jedi on somebody's ass, so you are lucky. Okay. What's your name again?
Lincoln Electra.
See, she says it so good every time. Lincoln Electra. Okay. Last one. If you could go back in time, who would you be and why?
Ooh, that's tough. Ooh, Betty Page is too obvious. I can't think of anyone specific, but I would definitely want to be someone who was the first to do something. Amelia Earhart. I'd be Amelia Earhart. First woman to fly, right? Yes.
Let's hear it for Lincoln Electra. And what's your name one more time?
Bonnie Wonder.
Bonnie Wonder. And where you from again?
Whitleyville, Tennessee.
Whitleyville. Let's hear it for rural. Let's hear it for rural America. Come on. Let's hear it for going back to your hometown as the only tattooed freak they know. Do you see that old King Dado? He's done got to ruin his body. I mean, that's like God's temple right there. He don't paint on God's temple right there. I mean, good God Almighty, right? Mama. What's going on, Bonnie? Bonnie, if you could go back in time, who would you be and why?
Probably Ella Fitzgerald.
Why?
Because she has a beautiful voice.
See, I like these simple answers. Let's hear it for Bonnie. Confident. The reason I want to do that is because I said so. All right. Come on out. Are you still Shannon Million?
Shannon Million.
Shannon Million. All right, Shannon Million. Are you still from Nashville?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Not Nashville, Indiana. Come on. Anybody who's from Indiana here? You're glad you're not. You're glad you're here right now, aren't you? All right. Thank God you're here. So listen, if you could go back in time, who are you gonna be and why?
If I could go back in time, I would definitely want to go back to 9/11 and be one of the firefighters who was trying to help people get out of those buildings before they went down. That's good.
America! Let's hear it for Shannon Million! Come out here, young lady. I bet you're still Aaron Bell.
Aaron Bell.
Aaron Bell. Boy, you're a tall drink of water. How tall are you anyhow? Here we go. If you could go back in time, who are you going to be and why?
I would be Vampira because she was such a badass. And I just love to be her. Those nails and that.
Can we do it together? Vampira! Let's hear it for Aaron Bell! And finally, Miss Ashley Trouble. Ashley Trouble, if you could go back in time, who are you going to be and why?
I wouldn't. I don't want to go back in time. I like being here. I like being right here, right now. Not loving all the people that I love, knowing all the people that I know. If I wasn't here right now, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm sorry. I'm unconventional.
So pretty much what she's saying is, fuck you and your questions. I'll do what I want to do. I'm Ashley Trouble. I'll fight you. I'll pop you in the mouth. Let's hear it for Ashley Trouble, Aaron Bell, Shannon Million, Bonnie Wonder. God, it's a wonder I don't remember that. And Lincoln Electra. Let's hear some big claps. All right, I see some judges right there. Let's hear it for Sabina Kelly.
Thank you. I want to thank all these beautiful girls today. Did an amazing job. This is a really, really hard decision. But we want to start off with the finalists. The finalists are number 7 and number 1. Step forward. And for our 3rd place is number 5. Come on, let's hear it for her.
I can go out, I can go.
Step back. Okay, now our 2nd place winner is it's not me. Number 10. She's adorable, huh? Thank you. Okay, that means our number 1 winner here is number 8. You are the winner of the Muddy Roots Festival here.
Miss Erin Bell.
Okay, let's give one last big round of applause for all these beautiful ladies up here today. Thank you.
All right, hold on. There may be something else. There may be some secret sauce about to happen. Once again, welcome back to the mic, Miss Lovely Catherine from Rockin' Kitty Productions, right?
Thank you, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Were the ladies lovely? Good. We did our very best to try to choose the beautiful girls of Muddy Roots. Are you guys having a good time? It's not over. You guys still have today, this evening to enjoy. But we did want to say one thing. We want to say thank you to all the contestants. You're all beautiful. And we want to thank our finalists and, of course, our main winner. But before you applause for all these finalists, we want to say thank you to one young lady. Actually, the judges, it was a really hard call. And they wanted to choose a judge's pick. So they wanted to present to you who they thought also should have been on the top. But unfortunately, we only had 5 spots. But we want to still bring her up here. Thank you. Again, we look for originality. We look for personality, the way they answered the questions, hair and makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed the beauty that was up here today. We want to thank Pin Up America. We want to thank Mr. Damo here for doing a great job in hosting. We would like to thank Muddy Roots, Jason, Anthony for doing an amazing job in this Weekender. I hope to see you guys again next year. It's going to get better and better. So we hope to be back. And we also want to thank our sponsors, Besame Cosmetics. You guys want to know what's in those bags? We have Besame Cosmetics who donated beautiful makeup of their new line. Make sure to check them out in besamecosmetics.com. We have 2 young ladies who have a clothing line, Billy Joe Retro, and Nicole Catherine Designs, who does vintage reproduction clothing. They actually, the main winner got 2 outfits. The other girls got discount cards to enjoy the beautiful clothing. They've also have DVDs from the Viva Las Vegas fashion show from 2010, which I produced at Viva Las Vegas. Hope you guys can make it out Easter weekend there as well. And we also added little items from Muddy Roots that donated. The little, what do they call them, snoogies? Koozies, sorry, koozies. So make sure they still have merchandise in the back. You guys make sure to get your merchandise. It's gonna go fast. A nice memory of this year, and it's been nice meeting a lot of you guys, and I hope you guys have a really, really good rest of the weekend. Thank you for having us.
Coming up after this is the musical stylings.
Hi, I'm the mannequin from Dead Betty's Garage, and you are watching Pin Up America TV.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pin Up America show. What'd you think about it?
It was real good.
Was it real good?
I laughed really hard a lot of the
I
time.
know, I heard. I'm sitting right next to you. You really enjoyed it. King Daddy-O, I call him King Daddy-O. He calls himself King Daddy-O Deluxe. Phenomenal guy. A complete character.
Really funny.
At Muddy Roots last year, he had a whole vintage trailer set up. His wife is a pinup. His mother drives a 55 T-Bird convertible.
Nice.
Gorgeous car. He's great. He was funny. I really enjoyed it. And then when I ran into him, he was at Viva Las Vegas. So it was great to see him and his wife at Viva Las Vegas too. They were great to see there. He killed me. In the vendors at Viva Las Vegas, there was a vendor selling vintage apparel. And they had one of these, I call it like a dinner lounge jacket, tuxedo style, loud.
Fancy schmancy.
Oh yeah. I wanted that sucker so bad it didn't fit me. Guess who it fit? King Daddy-O.
Yeah.
King Daddy-O bought it, and I was really jealous, and I'm like, well, you know, if anybody's gonna have it, I'd rather see you get it. But I love the jacket he was wearing. I actually have a jacket like that I've used, but mine has the satin black collars.
It has like a little leopard.
Yeah, I know.
The collar.
And which gave me an idea.
Nice.
I'm thinking about this. I need a seamstress because I think I can take mine and have someone make lapel covers for it that I could change.
Listen
So it's not, I mean, come on, right?
Ideas.
I know. Well, that's what when I saw his, I'm like, wait, I got a jacket like that, but how can I make mine, better, exactly, changeable? I like that. You know, so it's the same jacket.
You can one up him, it's okay.
I know I can, and I will. So anyway, our winner, as y'all can see, was Erin Bell, is Miss Muddy Roots for 2011, and she was a local from Nashville, Tennessee. And here is the cover that You Voodoo Imaging did. Now I can't show you the centerfold because these are still for sale.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the centerfold, they have to buy it. But I could kind of like flash it.
Ooh, and I'm sorry, what did she say? Long legs and a tight ass?
Yeah. She pretty much had that covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quite a girl. And then of course,
Shannon Million
came in second, runner up. And she did a show right after that.
Mm-hmm.
I think within a month or two. It was a Hawaiian luau style thing. And she won that one.
She did great.
So yeah, she's awesome. You know, you can't win them all. The judges are always different. It's just like the Pinup America magazine contest. You know, we have so many different judges that judge those pictures coming in.
Mm-hmm.
They choose 10 every issue. 2 get a full page. The 8 runners-up share a half a page. But they're always changing. You know, you've got pinup models that are judges. You have photographers that are judges, makeup people that are judges, publishers, just different people, and they all have their own different ideas of what a pinup is.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this month you didn't fit their criteria or what they were looking for, but maybe next month you will. Maybe this outfit you didn't, but maybe
You
the
didn't
next
shine
outfit.
through as much as you could some other way.
So it just depends upon who's judging, what you're wearing, and you know, a lot goes into, because I've actually judged it before when I first started producing the show. I used to judge it. And you know, me being basically a novice in the pinup, I know what's pleasing to my eye. And you know, I looked at a lot of things like backgrounds and stuff like that because I am a photographer also. So, you know, I looked at, okay, which one was studio shot? Which one was done on location? There was one that was done when I started that was actually shot here in Tampa on the Victory, which is the battleship in downtown Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Channelside. And I thought that was really, really nice because that was, you know, going an extra mile.
Right.
That wasn't just a you know, studio shoot, drop in a background, which there's nothing wrong with that.
No, this was commitment.
Yeah, you're talking commitment, and it's a lot harder to get those perfect shots when you're dealing with the
atmosphere,
the surrounding, the lighting,
wind, noise.
Oh, as a videographer, I mean, I love studios. Getting outside the studios, you never know what you're going to run into. If you have power issues, sound issues.
Like Muddy Roots with the rain.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, they should have renamed it last year instead of Muddy Roots. We joked around and said we should name it Muddy Boots.
Maybe.
Because that's what it was. Everybody had muddy boots.
Muddy boots.
But I tell you what, it didn't minimize the fun.
Of course not.
Everybody still had fun. Everybody was into it. One of the things I've noticed about going to these events like Muddy Roots and Viva Las Vegas, you know, I've never heard a negative word. In other words, never heard anybody complain. Everybody's always appreciative. Everybody's always friendly. There's no cliques or better than now. It's really nice, and I've really enjoyed it. And I mean, I enjoy going to them. I'm having a blast doing them, and I want to do more. You know, I just need a sponsor to send me to those locations. and I need someone in front of the camera so I can be behind the camera. But yeah, we had a great time. So listen, the next thing we need to talk about is upcoming events.
Yes.
Because
several of those.
Yeah, we've got a lot starting in July. It's like the calendar blew up.
Yep.
We've got stuff all over the world. Actually, the first weekend in July is 6th through the 8th. We have the East Coast Tattooer in Lake George, New York. Also, the same weekend, we got the Rockabilly Roundup in the Netherlands. That would be a nice one to go to. July 7th, we got the Miss Midnight Mass contest in Lincoln, California. Also on the 7th, there's a motorcycle custom show in Midland, UK. And then, and I hate to butcher this name, also the 7th and the 8th, we have a tattoo convention in Gearfresh, Gearfest Germany?
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
we'll go with
can
that.
look it up.
Yeah, it's GREFRATH. Not sure how to pronounce it, but it's in Germany.
Sorry if we butchered that.
And it's on our website. It'll be in the magazine. Check it out. On the second weekend in July, the Windy City is doing a Burlesque Fest, Chicago, Illinois. Also on the 16th and the 18th, we have the Heavy Rebel Weekender, which is not very far away from us in Florida. I mean, it might be worth a ride up there.
Maybe.
It's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That could be a nice little ride on the motorcycle in
I
July.
was going to say motorcycle though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. To North Carolina. Cut up 301, go across the state of Florida, hit 95. We can be there, stop in Salem.
Stop on the beach. What?
The beach, yeah.
What?
Yeah, St. Augustine. Then we've got on the 21st in the UK, we have the South Coast Psychobilly and Rockabilly All Dare.
Yes.
We're talking all day. They're going to start early and end late. On the 22nd of July, we got the LA Calendar Motorcycle Show, which is in Los Angeles. And I believe, if I remember correctly, they're doing a pinup contest. The top 12 girls lock down a month in the calendar.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
The winner is the August calendar girl because that's when their event is.
Right.
So if you want to be published on a calendar and you're in Los Angeles or around the Los Angeles area, the 22nd LA Calendar Motorcycle Show. Also July 28th and 29th, we have the Hot Rod happening in Lake George, New York again. Obviously Lake George has got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. That's a long way to ride though. I'd have to fly that one.
North Carolina start
Yeah. I'll start off. Okay, and then in August, we got a lot of stuff going on. Starting August 1st through the 26th is the Sexy Circus Sideshow, which is a burlesque show in London. And I mean, it must be a big production because it's running almost all month.
All month long.
Yeah, we're not talking just a weekend.
No.
We're not talking just a day. We're talking almost all month. So that would be a heck of a thing to see. Hopefully, you saw the pictures from my proposal in Viva Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
My little London Lucy?
Yes.
I'm hoping my little London Lucy can go see this show and cover it for us, because that would be great.
That would be fantastic.
On the 3rd through the 5th, the 2nd through the 5th, we also have the Rebellion Festival, which is in Blackpool, UK. On August the 3rd through the 5th also is the Grease Fest in Australia. And that's in Brisbane?
Brisbane?
I think that sounds right. I think I've heard of Brisbane, Australia. But, Australia is so big into the rockabilly culture and pinup. We have several correspondents over there. We were involved in a major pinup contest over there last year that's going to be starting up again this year. I mean, they actually did regional winners, and then the regional winners competed at the finals. So, yeah.
Big deal.
Big production.
Big
Very
deal.
big production. The 4th through the 5th, the Manchester Tattoo Show in Manchester, UK.
Again, UK.
Yep, again, UK. There's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, Dax told me that, I think 60 or 70% of their sales is out of the country, and the majority of that is in the UK. They like Dax.
They do.
They got good taste. Now, August the 10th and 11th, I'm going to probably butcher this, Simcoe Shakedown. It's in Simcoe, Wisconsin, and they're also having a Miss Simcoe contest. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's SYMCO. So I'm hoping that's correct. Then August the 24th and 25th, you're going to go up there for that? Because I know Shannon's talking about it. That's going to be the Knoxville Tattoo Convention. They're in Knoxville, Tennessee, not very far from Nashville.
Well, then we'd have to stay for the very next one.
Hey.
We'll make it
That sounds like a plan. Go up for the convention and stay for the August 31st through September 2nd, which is Labor Day weekend. Muddy Roots Festival, Cookeville, Tennessee again.
We'll make it a whole week thing.
Yeah, it's going to be the 3rd annual. Well, we got someone to stay with.
Good point.
I think we can stay with either King Daddy-O, we can stay with, and Shannon just moved into a new place.
Yes,
so.
it's gorgeous.
Really?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I heard such horror stories about the old place.
It was horrible. It was pretty. It was pretty. She took me to it.
Yeah.
It was a really nice place, but it made her very, very ill.
That's what I heard.
So that's
Because,
not good.
of course, she was with me in Viva Las Vegas. So.
She was sick then.
Yeah, exactly. And she was just going through that process of moving and getting out of there.
Her house is beautiful.
So we got Muddy Roots, 3rd annual. You can't miss it. If you're a pinup model and you want to get on a cover, that's the cover you're going to be on, but you'll be on the 2013. That was the, February?
February
Yeah.
for the
Yep.
Valentine's.
Isn't that sweet?
Adorable.
And that's where we met Danny Diesel.
Yes.
We met her there. She does a shout out. She was awesome. You didn't even know that she was, like this famous person. We also met the one that did the contest. Papa, help me out. Of all times, your favorite pinup model, the blonde? Sabrina Kelly.
There you
we
go.
Sabrina
I
Kelly.
couldn't remember for the life of me either.
Sabrina Kelly was there. She was also at Viva Las Vegas. Her and Masumi Max was at Viva Las Vegas. I got a shout out and an interview with her. It's so great to see these models, and they're like no other models you'll meet ever because they're so down to earth. They'll give you any help. They'll stop and give you time. They're not snobs.
No.
They're really helpful, and it's about the only industry that I've seen that's that way because most models in any other industry are cutthroat. They'll give you bad advice just to give you bad advice so you do the wrong thing. So what else do we have going on? Because we're running long here again. September 1st through the 30th, which is 2 months long, or actually 3 months long, we have the Breakdown Betty Pinup Contest, which is a web contest. Breakdown Betty is they sell clothing, so it's for the cover of their catalog. So if you're interested in that, check out Breakdown Betty's website. And then September 22nd, 23rd, we have the Gulf Coast Classic Custom Car and Body Art Fest in Houston, Texas. September 29th, we have the Rockabilly Reunion in Lake Havasu, Arizona, and the Northern California Pinup Girl Competition in Folsom, California. So that is 2 months full. Well, actually a little over. We actually went 3 months full of stuff going on, and I'm sure I missed stuff. So make sure you get out there, get to these events, tune in every week. We have a new show up every Thursday on the PinupAmericaShow.com. We have our calendar on the Pinup America website. Come out there, visit us, and come join us. And thank you very much for coming, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you for having me. Yes, you will.
We'll see y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Brandon with Dead Betty's Garage, and you're watching Pinup America.
Hello, I'm Angelica, and welcome to Ybor 1701 Studios, home of the world-famous Pinup America show. Our historical building in the heart of Ybor City has 12-foot-high ceilings, vintage 1900s brick-and-mortar walls, and a wide variety of backgrounds to choose from. Our props, wardrobe, and makeup room, along with the character of the building, differentiates us from our competition. We cater to the needs of our customers and are always willing to help. Our location provides an eclectic mix of exterior shooting options. Many of our customers combine studio shots along with the city shots of historic Ybor. Our facility is only 2 blocks away from the world-famous Columbia restaurant and 1,000 feet from the vintage streetcar system. We're only a short trolley ride away from the exciting Channelside District and bustling downtown Tampa. We have had a broad range of photographers and videographers from all around the world, including Hawaii and even London, use our facility. Come visit us today at 1701A North 20th Street, Ybor City, Florida, 33605. You can also visit us at our website, Ybor1701studios.com, or call at 813-841-2192 to set an appointment today.